So what are you gonna say at my funeral now that you've killed me?
Hello honeybees, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I know I'm wearing the same shirt and the same headband from my last video. I actually did the same exact eye makeup as well. Today I'm going to be starting a new series on my channel called Wear Test Wednesday, where I will either test out a new product or compare two products that are supposed to be dupes for each other or two products that are supposed to be similar. Basically something like that. So today I am going to be wear testing the Maybelline Fit Me Foundations in Matte and Poreless and Dewy and Smooth. So I'm going to put one on one half, one on the other half of my face. And then at the end of the day, I will go ahead and I will check in with you guys to see how both of them wore. I have been wearing both of these, switching back and forth for about a year, but I have not put them head to head to actually see which one I like more. So I'm going to go ahead and do that with you guys today. And without further ado, let's get right on into it. So I'm going to start and I'm going to prime my face using my Milani Prime Perfection as per usual. And I'm just going to put this all over my face. Now I'm going to go ahead in with my Coty Airspun Loose Powder in the color Honey Beige. Take a dampened Eco Tools Beauty Blender, top off the excess, and I'm going to put it in the areas where I get oily. This is a trick I learned from another YouTuber. I cannot remember her name or find the video that I learned it in, but if I do, I will be sure to tag it down below. This is really good for people with oily skin and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put it in the areas where my makeup likes to melt off. I'm going to go ahead and just take this e.l.f. Total Face Brush and brush off the excess. Like so. And then I'm just going to go in to my Wet n Wild Photo Focus concealer in the color Medium Deep Tan and put this in my problem on my problem areas. And one of the biggest differences I've noticed when I use powder first is my pores kind of disappear. And it is beautiful because I have really big pores around this area of my face, and that just kind of makes them go away. So now I'm going to go in with another Eco Tools Beauty Blender. It's the same exact one, just I use one for powder and one for liquid. And I'm just going to bounce that in to the skin. All right, let's go ahead and get into the foundation. So on the right side, I'm going to use the Matte and Poreless. And these are both in the color Toffee. I'm just going to take my foundation brush, which needs to be washed. Please don't judge me. And I'm going to load this up on the face and then blend it in with my beauty blender.
Magic. 'Cause I see nobody but you. Never confused. Hey, I'm so used to being used. So I love when you call unexpected. 'Cause I hate when the moment's expected. I would care for you.
Alrighty, and then I'm just going to do the same thing with the Dewy and Smooth.
'Cause girl, you're perfect.
Yeah, you're perfect.
I always worth it. Always worth it. You deserve it.
I don't know if this side has already started oxidizing or what, but as of right now, this side's definitely lighter. Almost got foundation in my eyebrows. This is why I shouldn't do my eyebrows first, but I say that all the time, and then I do my eyebrows first. Anyway, so clearly I don't really care that much.
So you don't pay it, no mind. We live in our lies. You're my favorite kind of night. So I love when you call.
As far as blending and stuff, I think that the matte is a little bit more full coverage. It doesn't say, guys. I'm gonna go with medium coverage because that's kind of what I get out of it, but with all my other makeup caked on, it works. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my face off camera, and then come back and tell you what I think of each so far. Alright honeybees, so I finished the whole face. I put on my concealer, highlighter, blush. I don't know why I'm bad at English. I put on my concealer, highlighter, blush, all that stuff. This is a completed look. As far as comparing the two sides and the two colors, the finish honestly looks the same to me. I'm not really seeing much of a difference. The color matches perfectly. Obviously, they're the same color. This side just needed to oxidize, which this stuff does do. So, yeah, I'm really happy with this makeup look. Clearly, I don't have on eyelashes today because, like I said, I'm just kind of chilling today. So I will come in at the end of the day and let you guys know how each side wore. On this side, I have the matte, and on this side, I have the dewy. You guys can tell me in the comments down below if you guys see any differences between the two sides. I really don't. But that is all for now, and I will see you guys later. Okay, you guys, so it is the next day, and I actually did film my final thoughts on the foundations yesterday, but I didn't really like the footage, so I thought I would go ahead, sit down, and refilm it today so that I can get this video uploaded. So I was comparing the Fit Me Matte and Poreless and the Fit Me Dewy Smooth, and my final thoughts are, for some reason, I cannot get it to stop bunching up in my smile lines. I think that's really common with most foundations. No matter how expensive or how inexpensive they are, they tend to bunch around right in this area. I think I might have put on a little bit too much powder yesterday because it bunched around right here where my pores are really big. It actually stayed on my forehead pretty well. It's not so much that I don't normally melt off my forehead as much as it just gets really, really shiny. I've noticed that it obviously gets shinier faster with the dewy over the matte, but overall I think the finish is pretty much exactly the same. If you're looking for like a true dewy, glowy, shiny foundation, then I'm not really sure that you're going to be super satisfied with this one, just because, like I said, it is pretty similar to the matte finish, not quite as matte, but pretty close. With that being said, I do pack on powder after I put on my foundation, so I'm sure that has something to do with it. My overall thoughts on the foundation is there's a lot of shade ranges. There's a lot of shade ranges. There's a lot of different options for you to choose from. I like that they do have the dewy option and the matte option, and I think it's a really good drugstore foundation. It costs anywhere from $6 to $8 in my experience. Here in Colorado, it is a little bit cheaper at Target. It's easy to find, easily accessible, which I think is really, really nice. And overall, I think it's a pretty good foundation. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Earned it.